And the Scream 7 news just keeps on rolling out. Courtney Cox, aka Gale Weathers, is back. And Chad, let's discuss. What's up, guys? This is a Scream 7 update. I figured I'll put this on the main channel. If it's a big property like this and we get some big news, we might as well go ahead and put it on the main channel. Courtney Cox is big news in my eyes, and we just got, I think, as big news with Chad. And the reason being that I think Chad is such big news is because this was confirmation. We didn't know if Scream 5 and Scream 6 were going to be canon, you know, and or at least I didn't know. But as soon as they announced Chad, okay, this is big, because now we know that 5 and 6, the events in those movies did actually happen. Sam and Tara are real characters in this Scream 7 world. So, yeah, this is big. I mean, we all knew that Courtney Cox was coming back. That's not like earth-shattering. And I didn't really get a chance to make a video on Chad because here's my thinking on these updates, especially when they start rolling out quite a bit. If there's something that comes out, I'll wait a day because something might come out again. And sure enough, it did. Now, the big thing that we don't know is that Mindy Savoy Brown, she has still not been confirmed. Although I think she's going to come back. Personally, I think. I do have this theory, though. If she's not signed on to come back, it could be scheduling difficulties or whatnot. I don't know what Jasmine Savoy Brown. Did I say Mindy Savoy Brown? I'm not even going to edit that. I screwed up. Oh, well, I'll leave it in. But Jasmine Savoy Brown, I don't know what's on her plate. She might be doing other things, and maybe that's why. Or maybe they just don't really need her to come back because they're going to kill Chad as the opening kill. I think that's what most people are thinking. Chad is the opening kill. And you know what? With these Scream movies, pretty much the very beginning of the movie, when you see that first person, it could be frame number 1. That's the person that's getting killed. You know, I think they've done that in just about every single movie, right? So it's kind of a weird thing with the Scream franchise because I think most horror franchises, slashers, they can get around that. You're not quite sure if that first person's going to be the first person killed. But in Scream, more times than not, it is. So if we see Chad, make sure that you got your popcorn in your lap and your drink, and make sure you don't show up late to Scream 7 because you might miss something important. Now, I'm going to read the Bloody Disgusting article, and I'll say this too. I just did a DDLive not too long ago, a few days ago, and I did cover Scream, and this was right before, like the day before we found out that Chad was coming back. And I don't want to waste that. So what I'll do is I'm going to put that on the second channel because there's still some good Scream discussion, and I go over everybody up to that point that had been cast and my own theories and getting the chats, feedback, and it's just more laid back and loose. So I will put that on the second channel, and it gives you an opportunity to see what the second channel is all about because Xtra, Drumdums Xtra has actually been doing pretty well lately. I just did a physical media video on there, and that one's got like over 3,000 views now, which is, you know, you never know. I think it all comes down to the titles. Not that I'm lying on my titles or anything, but you know, you got to give them a stinger, right? This is something that's going to be in the video, maybe a question mark. So yeah, definitely subscribe to Xtra if you haven't yet. If you like what I do here, you're really going to like what I do at Xtra as well. And when I do drop the Scream news on the second channel, I'll put a card right around here so you can get to it. But anyway, per Bloody Disgusting, let's go ahead and read this news about Courtney Cox coming back. The involvement of the franchise mainstay Courtney Cox has been expected but unconfirmed for Scream 7 up to this point, but Variety reports tonight that she has officially signed on. Courtney Cox has, of course, played iconic character Gale Weathers in the previous 6 films in the Scream franchise, who just barely survived the events of Scream 6. Cast joins a cast that's being led by fellow franchise icon Neve Campbell, who will be returning to the franchise as Sidney Prescott after sitting out the previous film in the saga. The announced cast of Scream 7 thus far also includes Mason Gooding as returning character Chad Meeks Martin, plus fresh franchise faces Celeste O'Connor, McKenna Grace, Sam Rechner, Asa Germain, Anna Camp, and Isabel May. One thing we do know is that Isabel May is playing Sidney Prescott's daughter with the upcoming sequel expected to largely bring the focus back onto Sydney and her family. The 7th installment will slash into theaters February 27th, 2026. Feels like so long ago, but before you know it, it'll be here. So yeah, guys, by the time I upload this, we could get an announcement that Jasmine Savoy Brown has signed on. We will find out. I guess I'm thinking it's probably going to be within the next couple of days. A lot of freaking news coming out. We got the Superman trailer tomorrow. Insane stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to waste your time. Be sure to check out that other Scream video that's going to be on Drumdums Xtra though, okay? Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Fever on Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Become a channel member. Buy me a coffee. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and Drumdum out.